I'm gonna tase him. I'm gonna tase him. You fight, don't you?
Newly released body cam video showing the arrest of a Customs and Border Patrol agent. Mike Rogers, you worked for weeks to get this video.
So, Mike, take us through what it shows and the tragedy that follows.
Yeah, so this is Isaiah Hodgson. Isaiah Hodgson was a Customs and Border Protection agent, and he was involved in a controversial arrest of a 20-year-old U.S. citizen in a Walmart parking lot. That was Adrian Martinez. Now, the feds accused Martinez of getting involved in an operation, but during that takedown, Hodgson's face went viral. Now that's how we figured out who he was when this happened. Check out this video that we just got from the Long Beach Police Department. The Long Beach Police say that's Hodgson there in the white hat, white shirt. He had pulled out a gun, according to law enforcement, inside the women's restroom at a Yard House restaurant. This is a video from the parking lot when he encountered a security guard who later called 911. This is Hodgson, according to police, putting the gun down by a tree before he is encountered by officers. Now, this is a security camera from the Long Beach Police Department. Next, you'll see body camera video of when they tried to get Hodgson to surrender.
Sidewalk. Hey, don't refrain. Get on the ground. Sir, get on the ground. Are you guys stupid? Get on the ground. Get his leg. All right, well, get on the ground. Get on the ground. I'm going to tase him. I'm going to tase him. You fight, don't you? Get on the ground. Dude, are you stupid? Are you stupid? Stop resisting. Get on the ground. I got him.
That's obviously the lengthy struggle that occurred.
Yeah, he needs to be relieved of his duties, and he needs to be fired immediately if he hasn't already been fired. First of all, the first strike against him is the fact that they said that he had pulled out a gun in a women's bathroom. Let me say that one more time for the people in the back. What the heck was you doing in the women's bathroom? And secondly, what are you doing pulling out a gun? Now, I'm going to give a little bit of grace to Border Patrol and whoever else, because I think that we need to judge these people on an individual basis, and I'm consistent with that. I said that when it came to police officers. I don't believe that all police officers are bad, but you'll see this one incident, and it'll go viral, and then people will sit there and tell you, oh my God, see the police, F the police, this and that, and so on and so forth. No, that's not logical. What we need to do is hold him accountable individually. They have the camera footage. They know exactly what's going on. They got the witnesses. They got the security guard, and they have the body cams that shows that he is a disrespectful and unbecoming of a person that should be wearing a Border Patrol badge, and he cannot handle himself, and he is not logical, and he can't even follow the orders of the police department. And so as a result of that, I believe personally he should be relieved of his duties and he should be arrested, which clearly he's already been arrested. But my point of this whole conversation is that one person's individual actions does not reflect the entirety of the police department, of the Border Patrol, of HSI, of ICE agents, none of that type of stuff. Now, of course, people will try to pin this on him and say this is a reflection of the entire force and stuff like that. No, but he's just a Neanderthal, personally. He's a person that should not have a badge, that should not have a gun. And here's the worst part about it. The dude then set the gun down by a tree. And then he seemed inebriated. Like when he was talking in the very beginning of this video, when he first encountered the police officers, he actually seemed like he was a little bit drunk. Let me see if I can rewind it to that.
This is a security camera from the Long Beach Police Department. Next, you'll see body camera video of when they tried to get Hodgson to surrender.
Sidewalk. Hey, don't refrain. Get on the ground. Sir, get on the ground. Are you guys stupid?
Yeah, he seemed like he was drunk. He don't need no gun. He don't need no badge. He don't need none of that type of stuff. Dude need to go to jail. He need to sleep it off, and he need to go and get a regular construction job. Because, I'm not against people having redemption or, them being able to come back to the front of the congregation and earn for their family. I don't believe in that. I believe in people's humanity. I think that most people have done something in their life that they're not necessarily proud of. But he can't be responsible for the well-being of other people as a public servant and as a public safety officer or a person that is patrolling the border, because your character matters in those situations. And you're talking about situations where you have to make judgment calls, that you're dealing with people, that you have a pistol, that you actually represent the United States of America, and you can't even keep yourself under control, not when you got arrested, not going into a woman's bathroom, and certainly not when it came to putting your gun down. And I'm assuming that that's a service weapon. Putting your gun down by a tree so that you don't get caught after dealing with a security guard in the parking lot. And so, first of all, I want to give a kudos to the Long Beach Police Department that seems as though they handled this with grace and with care. But I want to see the rest of the video before I give you the rest of my commentary.
All right, well, get on the ground. Get on the ground. I'm gonna tase him. I'm gonna tase him. You fight, don't see later. Get on the ground. Dude, are you stupid? Are you stupid? Get on the ground. I got him. I got him.
That's obviously the lengthy struggle that occurred between.
A lot of times when you have alcohol involved, people can't feel the effects of the taser. That's what they tell me. I've never been tased before.
And the Long Beach Police Department. Now, during that struggle, you heard him say, "I'm BP, I'm BP." We believe that to mean Border Patrol. Later, when he would be in a patrol car, he began asking for a Border Patrol commander called Greg Bovino. Obviously, they didn't do that at the time, but they did start to go through the gun that they found on him, later found at the tree, which you see right here. When they're talking about the gun, they say it has DHS in front of the serial number, and then officers on scene quickly learn that he's a Customs and Border Protection agent. Later, when he is at the jail, he is having a conversation with an officer about his work as a CBP agent.
You made a mistake.
No, I made more than one mistake, man. And everybody just hates me here. Do you know how many people are after me over here in Los Angeles?
I know.
It doesn't mean no, you don't know. You know what the word dox is? DOXXED,
No, what is
dude.
that?
Doxed. Have you ever had people stand up at your parents' house because you're over here in Los Angeles doing everything, dude? That's the I am, dude.
I'm sorry.
There's so many people at LAPD who hate us, dude.
Now, Hodgson would eventually be booked into jail. He was later released, and while he was out on bail awaiting his court hearings, he died in a home in Riverside. Now, the Riverside County coroner has not officially determined his cause of death, but tonight the Long Beach Post, who first posted this video, reports that his attorney said in open court that he died of a drug overdose. His family is expected in court in the coming months because his...
That's wild. That is insane. That is absolutely insane. Wow. Sheesh. Listen, everybody is not built for these jobs. Everybody is not built for these situations. Some people just need to go ahead and stand down and leave this to the professionals or leave this to people that have been actively vetted for this situation. I wasn't expecting that twist at the end of the case because I don't pre-watch these videos. I react to them in real time once you send them to me in an email. And first, I want to say condolences to his family. He seemed like he had bigger issues and things that he had been dealing with outside of whatever it was that was going on with LAPD or Long Beach Police or whatever it is. I mean, come on, man. The whole reason that they got called in the first place is because he was in a woman's bathroom with a pistol. Secondly, you a drug user. You a drug user, dog. And so you can't be a drug user and you out here in these streets, looking stupid and looking crazy. That's not a good look. And then he embarrassed in the Department of Homeland Security, he embarrassed his family. And then he wasn't even strong enough to hold himself together and he took his own life. And I'm assuming there was some other demons that he was fighting. And so again, I always like to extend condolences to the family, regardless of whether I agree with you or not. Let me know what y'all think inside of the comments. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. Teach Henley, 40% off your first order, 20% off of life. Man, I mean, it's nothing else to say to this. Again, I just would say that one man's actions is not the reflection of the entire department.